Your manager has priorities. You have priorities. And sometimes those priorities don't automatically line up. That's where managing up becomes an important professional skill. Managing up isn't about controlling your manager. It isn't about flattering them. And it definitely doesn't mean agreeing with everything they say. It means learning how to communicate effectively, understand expectations, anticipate problems, and build a professional relationship based on trust. So, how do you actually manage up? Let's break it down. 1. Understand your manager's priorities. Start by understanding what matters most to your manager. Ask, what are the team's most important priorities right now? When you understand the bigger objectives, you can connect your own work to them. Your manager might currently care most about meeting a major deadline, reducing costs, improving customer satisfaction, increasing efficiency, completing a major project. Knowing the priority helps you make better decisions. 2. Learn how your manager communicates. Some managers prefer short messages. Others want detailed information. Some want frequent updates. Others prefer employees to work independently. Ask, what's the best way for me to keep you updated? This simple question can prevent a lot of unnecessary confusion. 3. Don't make your manager guess. If something is going well, communicate it. If something is delayed, communicate it. If you've identified a risk, communicate it. Don't wait until the deadline has already been missed. Instead, we're making good progress, but we've encountered an issue that could affect Friday's deadline. I've identified the problem and recommend this approach. Now your manager knows what's happening and what you recommend. 4. Bring solutions, not just problems. Problems happen. You don't have to solve everything yourself, but whenever possible, bring a potential solution with the problem. Instead of, the report isn't working. Try, the report is producing inconsistent figures. I've identified the likely cause and recommend updating the source data before we run it again. That demonstrates initiative. 5. Clarify expectations early. Before starting an important project, ask, what does success look like? You can also ask, what's the most important outcome? What's the deadline? Are there any constraints I should know about? Clear expectations at the beginning can prevent major problems later. 6. Make your work visible. Managing up also means making sure your manager understands the value you're creating. You don't need to constantly promote yourself. Instead, provide concise updates. For example, the process improvement is complete. It reduced the manual steps from 6 to 3 and has been documented for the team. That's much more useful than simply saying, I finished the project. Show the result. 7. Give useful updates. A good update doesn't need to be long. Try. Progress. 80% complete. Issue. Waiting for client approval. Risk. Could affect Friday's deadline. Next step. Following up tomorrow. Your manager gets the information they need without having to dig through a mountain of messages. 8. Anticipate questions. As you work with your manager, you'll notice the questions they ask repeatedly. Maybe they always ask, what's the deadline? Include it. Maybe they ask, what's the risk? Include that. Maybe they ask, what do you recommend? Bring a recommendation. You're not trying to predict every thought your manager has. You're learning what information helps them make decisions. 9. Manage expectations. Don't promise something simply because you don't want to say no. If you know a task will take longer, communicate early. For example, I can complete this by Thursday rather than Tuesday. If Tuesday is essential, which current priority should move? That's professional expectation management. It's much better than promising Tuesday and explaining the delay on Wednesday. 10. Don't hide mistakes. Managing up doesn't mean pretending you're perfect. Everyone makes mistakes. If you make one, take responsibility. Explain what happened, what you've done to fix it, what you're doing to prevent it happening again. For example, I identified an error in yesterday's report. I've corrected it and reviewed the remaining figures. I'm also adding an additional verification step going forward. That's accountability. 11. Ask for feedback. Don't wait until your annual performance review. Ask, is there anything you'd like me to do differently? Or, what's one thing I could improve? Regular feedback gives you an opportunity to correct problems before they become bigger issues. 12. Don't become a yes person. Managing up does not mean agreeing with everything. You can respectfully disagree. Try, "I understand the objective. My concern is that this approach could create X risk. Would you be open to considering another option?" You're challenging the idea, not attacking the person. That distinction matters. 13. Respect your manager's time. Before asking for a meeting, ask yourself, does this really require a meeting? If it does, come prepared. Know what decision you need. Know what information matters. Don't make your manager spend 20 minutes discovering why you requested the meeting. 14. Build trust through reliability. Trust is built through repeated behavior. Do what you say you'll do. Meet deadlines. Communicate when circumstances change. Take responsibility. Follow through. Over time, your manager learns. When this person says something will happen, I can rely on it. That reputation is incredibly valuable. 15. Maintain your boundaries. Managing up doesn't mean being available 24 hours a day. If you have too many competing priorities, ask, which should take priority? If something isn't realistic, explain why. If expectations are unclear, ask questions. Good managing up includes making sure your manager understands what you need to perform effectively. 16. Understand the bigger picture. Your work connects to something larger. A task may support a department goal, a company's strategy, a customer requirement, a financial target, an operational improvement. Start asking, why does this task matter? Understanding the bigger picture helps you make better decisions. 17. Build a strategic relationship. Your manager can be more than the person who approves your leave or evaluates your performance. They can also become a source of feedback, career guidance, learning opportunities, new responsibilities, professional exposure. Build the relationship through consistent professionalism. Discuss your development goals. Ask for feedback. Share relevant achievements. Become someone they can trust with greater responsibility. Final thoughts. Managing up isn't manipulation. It's professional communication. Understand your manager's priorities. Learn their communication style. Clarify expectations. Raise problems early. Bring solutions. Make your work visible. Ask for feedback. Build trust. Maintain your boundaries. And remember, you don't need to become a different person to manage up effectively. You simply need to become better at understanding the people and environment around you. Your manager's success and your success don't have to compete. When communication, trust, and expectations are aligned, both can improve. Understand, communicate, act, grow. If this video helped you, like, subscribe, and share it with another professional who could benefit from it. For more practical career strategies, follow the Work Ready Hub.